Hi, I'm Erik Tomato. Happy Halloween and welcome back to Let's Play The Return of the Phantom. Let's have a look at the bulletin board. Several notices, mostly crew calls, casting announcements, rehearsal schedules, and other theater-related business. Let's walk through the open door, even though it's not really an invitation at all. But we're an adventure game protagonist, so... Purely functional chair. Occupant applies makeup at this table. It is cluttered with makeup items. Umbrella must belong to the occupant. Travel poster advertising the island of St. Barth's in the French Virgin Islands. Marvel the propensity with which actors and actresses paste up newspaper reviews. Travel poster from Madrid. You sigh because you've never been there. No, I have not. Paintings. Hasn't found the time to hang these. Perfumey trash. Occupant uses the screen to dress behind when visitors are in the room. Costume rack. As expected, the rack contains several styles and types of costumes, spanning all periods of history. Wardrobe. More of the occupant's clothes. Wall-sized mirror is perfect for practicing ballet moves. The ballerina looks like to be about 12 years old, but she is tall and lithe. She has a wiry, athletic figure, typical of most ballerinas. Okay, best behavior, Raoul.
Bonjour, monsieur. Have a seat while I practice.
Bonjour. I am Detective Raoul Monton.
I am Julie Geary. What can I do for you?
What are your thoughts regarding the chandelier tragedy?
I am glad you asked. It was the opera ghost. He has returned. I always knew he would.
How do you know it's the ghost?
Because I saw him.
Where and when
Standard
did you see
interrogation.
him?
It was 2 nights ago. I was coming out of my dressing room and I saw him on the staircase. He turned to me, then quickly ran up the stairs. I was too frightened to follow.
What did he look like?
He was dressed formally, but his clothes were rather old-fashioned, of the kind they wore during his day. He had on a cape and was carrying a cane. He was not wearing a mask. I only caught a glimpse of his face, for it was
Book
very
accurate.
dark. It looked like a skull.
Why do you say that you always knew he would return?
Because I have dreamt about it. I have some of the powers
Oh
my
dear,
great-grandmother
psychics.
had, you see.
Tell me about your dreams.
I see him in the haze of darkness and shadows. He emerges. He has a woman with him dressed in white, but I cannot see her face. She is wearing a mask. I think I know who she might be, though.
Who do you think she is?
The Phantom was in love with a singer named Christine Day. It could be her, but I have a theory that it might be Christine Florent. There is some kind of connection between the two. Not only do they look alike, but they are both gifted singers. Perhaps that is why the ghost has returned here and now, because of her.
Your great-grandmother? Please, enlighten me.
Madame Geary worked at the opera as what today we would call an usher. She looked after the boxes.
She was a lot more than
in charge
that
of
in the book.
Phantom's
Yeah,
personal
alright.
box.
Tell me more about Madame Geary.
To put it bluntly, she was a psychic. She communicated with the Phantom without
Yeah, that
ever
was
seeing
through
him or
letters
speaking
and
to him
notes.
directly. She also wrote a book about him, which you can find in the opera library.
Communicated with him?
Yes, he would leave her instructions in his box. but she almost always knew beforehand what he wanted and provided it. The ghost tipped her very well. He was
book.
good to her.
Is it possibly the Gaston Leroux novel?
Tell me about the
The
book.
Book of the Dead. No.
She wrote around the turn of the century, after the Phantom's supposed death. She became something of an authority on the man. If you haven't read it, you probably should.
His personal box. Go on, please.
It was Box 5. He had ordered the manager of the opera to never sell the box, as it was his. He would attend the opera in that box, but no one knew how he got into it. He certainly didn't go through the door.
Didn't your great-grandmother see him in the box?
Never. She never tried to see him. She was a little afraid of him despite his kindness. But my mother said that great-grandmother told her that Box 5 had some kind of trick in it.
A trick? That might be important.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Well, I am a dancer with the ballet corps. I am taking acting lessons and hope to become a prima donna like
We probably should
Christine
have led
Florent.
with getting to know her before the interrogation.
How long
But it
have you
didn't
been
give us the
associated
option.
with the opera?
My family has been with the opera all the way back to my great-grandmother. My mother was a costume seamstress. My grandmother was in the ballet like me. My great-grandmother worked for the public sector of the opera.
Do you know Christine Florent well?
She's very sweet, but she tends to keep to herself, like most prima donnas. I believe that she knows more about this chandelier incident than she lets on.
What do you think she knows?
When I mentioned that I saw the opera ghost the other day, she turned quite pale and said not to spread such rumors.
Merci. I shall speak with you later. Adieu.
Adieu, monsieur.
Your French is awful. Left door. Closed and locked. Fair enough. Let's go up the stairs then. I've been thinking about the Claude Rains Phantom of the Opera, and I realize the main problem with that film, why it doesn't work for me as well. If you're having a lot of scenes of actual opera in your Phantom of the Opera adaptation, make sure to pick a good opera. It doesn't have to be like a well-known opera. It doesn't have to be like Carmen or Wagner or anything. But at least something interesting if it's going to take up like half your film. Or write one that's actually interesting. I don't know, just there's a lot of time devoted to bad music. Ooh, fire axe. Can't take the fire axe. Closed and locked. Alright. Star's dressing room corridor reads a nice plan for decoration. Closed dummies often used for costume experimentation. The mirror shows a ballerina in action. Could it be a Degas original? Full-length mirror appears to be permanently fixed to the wall. Wardrobe. Contains costumes, property of the occupant. Abstract painting is an oil by an artist named Anon, meaning anonymous, generally, in my experience. Actors often paste up copies of newspaper reviews in their dressing rooms. This one cites particular praise to Christine Florent's latest performance. Dressing screen. You are momentarily struck speechless by how beautiful the woman is. She appears to be in her early 20s, and has short dark hair and piercing brown eyes. The woman has a pleasant, friendly demeanor. Silk dressing gown and probably quite smooth and soft, but you don't want to rub it while someone's in the room. Yeah, that'd be awkward. Take dressing gown. It's mine now. Really, Raoul? Okay, I'm not allowed. Take small note. Doesn't belong to you. Yeah, but I'm a policeman! Take woman. Wonder how it's going to react to me trying this. She doesn't look as if she's about to go anywhere. Alright, may as well talk to her.
Bonjour. Who are you?
Bonjour. I am Raoul.
You can tell by my French accent.
Sûreté.
I am Christine Florent.
Your voice isn't the greatest, really speaking.
Why are you glad I am here?
Because I believe I am in danger. I've been afraid to mention it to anyone until tonight.
Why do you think you're in danger?
It's somehow connected with a chandelier falling tonight.
What do you mean by until tonight?
You have a kind face, monsieur. I sense that I
Never
can
trust an
you.
adventure game protagonist.
Can you tell me anything about the chandelier falling?
Yes, I suppose I must speak up now. I've been afraid to mention anything until this happened. I believe it is all because
Wait,
of
she doesn't
me
have a
that
bad
those poor
voice.
people were killed.
She sounds like Mrs. Brisby from The Secret of Nim. Love that movie.
Why do you think it is all because of you?
Because the opera ghost has returned to seek his revenge. But why me? I do not know.
The opera ghost? What do you know about him?
Only that his name was Erik, and he was a talented composer and architect. Some say he possessed some black
He was a
magic
level 5
abilities,
sorcerer.
But who knows?
A
You
little
probably
crazy.
think I might be crazy, but I believe in him. He speaks to me in my dreams. Actually, it's the same dream, over and over.
Tell me about your dreams.
There is a mysterious man, dressed formally, in a cape. He's standing in the shadows with a mist surrounding him. He beckons to me. He has a seductive quality that I cannot resist.
Sounds like
I
you're
go to
describing a
him, but his
perfume
face
commercial
is
or
in
an 80s
shadow.
music video. Maybe, that Bonnie Tyler one, I can't remember the name of.
What else happens in
The
dream?
Total Eclipse of the Heart, that's the one.
He makes love to me. At first it is passionate and pleasurable, but then I always begin to feel trapped, and I struggle to get away. I reach up to move his face.
I'm
into
sorry
the
about
light,
the
but he
stuttery,
won't let
hiccupy,
me.
clickety audio, but this is a very old game.
What does he do then?
My attempt to see him angers him, and he wraps a thin rope around my neck. He starts to strangle me. Just as I start to black out, I wake up. It's very frightening,
What makes you think he's after you?
because I received a note from him
What does the note say?
that he is seeking his revenge on me for leaving him to die alone or something like that. I don't know what he means.
Do you still have this note?
Yes, if you want it, you can have it. It's there in my dressing gown.
I'll take a look at that note, if you don't mind.
Please do.
Beware. I have returned to seek my revenge against you for leaving me to die in loneliness and solitude. Not even your lover can
spooky.
save you this time.
Sounds a lot like the Michael Crawford Phantom, which is pretty cool.
Have you ever seen him when you're awake?
Never. Only in the dream. But little Julie Geary has claimed to have seen him. She describes him just as he appears in the dream.
Have you ever heard of Christine?
Dell Doubleday Audio Publishings.
Yes, I know the story of the Phantom. No one knows what happened to Christine Day and her lover, Raoul de Chagny. Supposedly they disappeared together. I don't blame them. I have heard stories that I resemble her.
You're not related to her, are you?
Frankly, I do not know. My grandmother was orphaned, so I'm unsure of my lineage prior to her. There is
Ooh, do
only
tell.
one curious clue.
And what is that clue?
That she was born in Scandinavia, and that was where Christine Day was from. And to where it is speculated that she and Raoul de Chagny fled.
Adieu, Mademoiselle Florent. I must leave now.
Wait, monsieur. Do not leave me, please. I am frightened.
I must continue my investigation.
I see. But promise me that you will return, all right? I feel like we have known each other before.
Ooh. I'll promise.
Somewhere.
I promise to return.
Merci, monsieur. I look forward to seeing you again. Adieu.
Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. So we have a long set of stairs to walk down now. So, it's a shame how few of the classic monster things have video games associated with them. Like, there's the Dracula games. I'm also going to be starting those this Halloween. But there's not a whole lot for Frankenstein. There's some stuff for the Mummy, but it's based on the movies, the Brendan Fraser ones, and they're pretty good. I played those on the channel. Well, the first one's pretty good. The others are not. There's not really a Wolfman game or a Frankenstein or a Creature from the Black Lagoon. None of this. And that's kind of disappointing. An Invisible Man. I mean, I grew up on the Universal Pictures horror monster movies, and I don't know, kind of wish there was more with them. Okay, I guess King Kong's Universal Pictures monster movie, and there's a game based on the Peter Jackson version, but not really the same. See what's down the circular staircase. Hope we don't get sandbagged again. Let's see if we can find the office of what's his name. Oh, red gel. I'll take the red frame. Look at bear prop. Discarded prop is apparently used in some opera about animals. From the faded paint, it appears the prop is extremely old. And here looks that interesting. There's a door. Door's locked. Of course it is. Do you have anything even remotely useful in our inventory? No. Okay. Oh, we can still go down? Okay, there we go. Funnily, both of when I was a kid, both my parents worked at the Centaur Theatre in Montreal. Ooh, there's a mug. Can I have it? Left an old coffee stain pewtered mug here. You wouldn't touch it with a stick. And since they both worked there, I spent a lot of time at the Oh look, we got a Mummy cameo. Possibly left over from production of Verdi's Aida. Or is that Seorita? Whatever it's from looks like it's as old as ancient Egypt. I doubt that. Yeah, I spent a lot of time like wandering, not during shows obviously, but I got quite a look at like a lot of behind the scenes stuff of theater and stuff that goes on in the offices. A lot of the things you wouldn't know just by watching a play. Okay, there's nothing to do here. All right. Seems to be cool, but irrelevant. Let's talk to, what's his name, Charles there.
Yes, what is it? Oh, it's you again. I think I told you everything I have to say. Now, I'm a very busy man. I am just about finished here, and I would like to go home.
Okay, we cannot talk to him. Alright. You know, when someone just tried to murder me with a sandbag last video, but I guess that's not important enough to bother you with. This door probably leads to the backstage area we saw, and we won't have to do that whole roundabout each time. But let's go to the offices. If we can make it there by the end before the next century. This isn't what people mean by when they ask for pacing. You know what? Some people might. Jay Sherman, the critic, probably means that when he has the little "I like French films, pretentious, boring French films. Give me your French fries, or give me your pot pies." Been watching the critic; it's very funny. So I know it's not the spookiest Halloween-y thing to watch, but I'll probably watch some Goosebumps later too. Right door. Interesting music. I like it. Box 5. It's of course locked. Let's check out the other boxes, see if there's anything in there. Okay, that one's locked. Let's look at, bust. Bust of the composer Berlioz. I don't know. That door's locked. This is a very long path to take to box 8. We can just walk along the carpet, dude. That's also locked. Locked. A lot of art and stuff here. Yeah, look at painting. Work of the Grand Foyer was done by Garnier's friend Baudry. You note that despite their immensity, the composition possesses vitality and character as well as genuine freshness of color. Ooh, this looks interesting. Is this the library or the man's office? Painting of a nude woman reclining on a bed. You consider that such decoration might be distracting to certain readers. A large size to fill one of these vases. Ah, glass case. The glass case has been smashed open. Whatever valuable objects it once contained are now missing. Someone obviously broke into the case during the chandelier confusion. Look at bookcase. Scan the shelf several minutes looking at the books Geary says was written by her great-grandmother. Finally, you find it. Take bookcase. Take the bookcase. Book. There's the book. Quickly thumb through Madame Geary's book about Erik the Phantom of the Opera. You find it to be an interesting story. You are especially struck by the final paragraph. As for Erik, the Phantom of the Opera, no one is entirely sure what happened. How he met his death is unknown. It is said that after Christine Daae fled with Raoul de Chagny, Erik died of loneliness and solitude in the depths of the catacombs. A skeleton unearthed in 1899 was believed to be that of the Phantom. A few artifacts were found that were thought to have belonged to him. These were placed in the Opera House's library for safekeeping, but no one has proven that the Phantom of the Opera did in fact die. Perhaps his spirit lives on, hoping that one day Christine Daae would return to him in another form, in another time. I do not believe that the world has heard the last of Erik, the Phantom of the Opera. Fascinating. We have basically nothing important in our inventory. Throw book at Monsieur Brie. You may need the book. Okay, let me do something, game. Let me do something stupid. Throw sandbag at Monsieur Brie. We're not allowed. Alright. The goblin tapestries were woven from Mézerole's cartoons, represent ancient hunters, nymphs, and other mythological beings. Look at parchment. I'm looking at it. Never mind. Let's talk to Monsieur Brie. Hope he goes well with Monsieur Camembert. I'm making cheese jokes.
Ah, Monsieur Montan. Tell me what you've learned.
The Phantom has communicated to us by writing.
Oh? Really? The Phantom, eh? Well, let's
We could have
see
said
what you
someone
have.
claiming to be the Phantom.
Well, anyone can write a note and sign it OG.
I found a note addressed to me.
Really? This is extraordinary. Let me think about this a bit. I too have a note from the opera ghost. I thought it was a sick joke at first, but now... Well, here it is on the desk. Take it. I suppose I should have said something, notified the authorities. The tragedy might have been prevented. I feel terrible.
You do not have my permission to perform my Don Juan triumphant. Cease the production immediately.
I shall file so many copyright takedown strikes. I shall copy strike you, mark my words.
There has been another crime in the library.
What do you mean?
Apparently,
You
during
must
the
have
chaos
seen it
tonight,
when
you
you were on
had
the
a
way to your
burglary.
office.
What? In the library? Oh no. We were also preoccupied with the chandelier mishap that no one noticed.
The artifacts are missing.
No! They're priceless. But who would have wanted them? They're of no use really to anyone, but...
Pom pom pom.
It seems that this opera ghost of yours does exist.
Well, Geary raises his eyebrows, but then shrugs. But you shrug your shoulders, indicating you're only half serious.
Oh, come now, Raoul. You've been listening to too many rumors.
Falling sandbags are not rumors.
What? Did you have an accident?
I think someone tried to kill me.
Oh dear. My insurance premium is really going to go up now. Well, thank goodness you're all right.
You and Charles sound alike.
Well, he doesn't believe these rumors either. We're both sane, rational men.
I am not sure they are rumors.
Well,
What do you mean by that, Raoul?
there wouldn't be a game if it was just rumors.
Earlier,
It was
I saw
Batman.
a man with a cape and a mask.
My dear Raoul, I have only to quote my late friend Samuel Beckett, the playwright. All men are born mad. Some remain so.
I do not
Perhaps
believe
you
you are
should go
friends
home
with
and rest.
Samuel Beckett.
Well, what do you have to say about all this?
Perhaps there is more to this than I thought. Do you really think this could be the work of the original Phantom of the Opera?
That's the title.
Erik really returned?
Yes, I think so.
Well, I shall await further information before I commit to such a leap of faith. But the evidence is compelling.
It seems to me
It looked like
we're
it might be
dealing
Clark
with the
Gables
supernatural.
from Gone with the Wind as well.
Well, if one believes in that sort of thing, do you?
We're a
Yes.
great cop.
It's the only explanation.
Then you are much more fanciful than I, Raoul. But all of this does
We're
give
clearly
me
dealing with some sort of
creeps.
supernatural creature, most likely a mummy.
Well, Raoul, it sounds as if you've done an excellent job with investigating this case. It seems that all evidence points to the existence of something or someone trying to make us believe that he is the real Phantom of the
Call the
Opera.
mystery gang!
I say we should...
Oh, that's not good.
What was that?
Recognize
Who was
Julie
that?
Geary's voice screaming in the distance.
Quickly, go to Christine's dressing room.
And you will do
What
that
happened?
now, apparently. 5 minutes later, I was going to call it there, but choice is not up to me. We'll continue this a bit longer then, I think. It's an emergency. We take the X. We're clearly in a hurry, as you can tell by our walk.
She's dead! I saw him, monsieur! The Phantom! He was wearing his mask this time! I was backstage when he came running out of the stage right stairwell. He ran up the circular staircase towards the fly loft. Hurry! He's probably still there!
Can I take the X? You start to take the X, and you think better of it. You cannot see yourself hacking on a human being, even if he is a murderer. Game. Let me have something. Come on.
Please! Hurry! I shall stay here
Look
and wait for
at
the police!
Christine. Christine Plon is lying dead on the floor, strangled. You feel a sickening jabbing in your chest as you realize that her nightmares were all too real. And look at Julie. Julie appears quite distressed. Now let's do something horrible. Julie said the culprit ran to the fly loft. You quickly realize that catching the murderer is more important than anything else. You must hurry. And we'll do so next time. Till then, I've been Marek D'Amato, and happy Halloween. Hi, thanks for watching. This has been played and recorded by me, Marek D'Amato. The art was by Rafael Agrona. You can find a link to their commission page in the description below. And if you like this video and want to see more like it, like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you all next time. Ciao!